Since 1997, we have imagined the exceptional. From our very first flight, to flying passengers to hundreds of destinations around the globe. We launched our first premium terminal dedicated to first and business class passengers and opened the world's best airport, Hamad International Airport. In 2017, we broke the record for the longest commercial flight with 9,032 miles flown and delivered unforgettable experiences to our passengers on board and on the ground. Reuniting millions of families during the pandemic. You're the reason we go above and beyond. And you've helped us become the world's best airline, a record 6 times. All this in just 25 years. Imagine what the next 25 will bring. Qatar Airways, 25 years of excellence.
Okay, let's go live. Guys, one voice, please. No, I just, please. When they change their mic, I need one voice. Okay. They say the other say we need one voice. Okay, so loud.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
So live. Live, okay.
And welcome to NEOM, everybody, for the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour. We are here with the second stop of the freestyle tour, and we are at this beautiful location for the NEOM Beach Games 2022. We have perfect about 20 knot winds out there at the moment. The guys and the athletes are already on probably on 9 to 10 meter kites. So there's gusts up to about 25 knots, and it looks like it is only going to get bigger and better. We are also then going to be continuing on to the ladies, as we have a very big fleet here for the penultimate event of the tour. And let's go right out onto the water, as we already have heat number 1 of round 3 out there on there right now. All right, so in the water, we have Juan Rodriguez from Colombia is up against Robin Gorgenberg and Yosif Musa from Egypt. Those are your free riders at the moment. In the lead, we have Juan Rodriguez. Second position, we have Robin. And third position, we have Yosif. Welcome to the second event of the season here for the NEOM Beach Games. And we are now in round number 3, heat number 1 of the twin tip freestyle. And there we have, look at that beautiful view out there on the water. Those are the free riders just getting ready to rumble, as we are just going to start to go into heat number 2 of round number 3. So let's have a little look. So we are going to have Valentin Garad is going to be going up against Maxime Chablot. And we're just waiting for those scores to be updated at the moment. And just look at this location. 20 to 25 knots. There is Juan Rodriguez on your screen from Colombia. Came in third on the first event of the season. Who are very happy to get third in his home ground, in his home country, that is Colombia. And then we can see some of the younger riders also starting to go out. So if I'm not mistaken, it does look like we are going to be having Maxime Chablot versus Val Garad. And I'm just waiting for confirmation if it is going to be the young athlete Eros Balbinot, if he is going to be the third athlete in this round number 3. Get ready, as we are about to start. You can see the clock in the background there, red flag in the sky. 1 minute 45 seconds, and there is the beautiful view, the bird's eye view that we have here of the NEOM Beach Games 2022. 6 different international events coming over here to NEOM. This place is incredible. We have beautiful weather. For the water sports, you can just look how butter flat that is for the freestyle. They have basketball, they have football, and all different activities getting ready for these NEOM Beach Games 2022. And we are here for the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour. Okay, so yeah, it is confirmed. On the right-hand side there, you can see Maxime Chablot. There we have front and center. That is Val Garad coming out of France. Came off an injury, and it's great to see him back in action. And we have Eros Balbinot from Italy, the youngster, who I'm looking forward to see him down here for his first event. We've already seen him in some of the qualifying rounds, doing a lot of big air maneuvers. Going to see how he does on the freestyle, as he is going up against 2 of the biggest names out there. And Val also coming back from injury, couldn't quite perform in Colombia just before, had an injury, sustained an injury to his biceps. And it is great to see him back here on tour. Beautiful view we have outside of the stream booth. And as we stand at the moment, we are just waiting to see that clock getting ready. Okay, so yeah, it is Balbinot's turn, 40-second each athlete, where they will have to perform 7 move attempts. The top 4 moves are the ones that are going to count. And here we can see Balbinot making his way towards us as we there he is coming back. All right, going for a double front roll unhooked. Double front row unhooked to be able to start off. And there we can see once again the bird's eye view. Next up, we are going to have Valentin Garat, who is on the blue kite. Valentin Garat, who is on the blue kite, will be coming up next as we're just waiting for some results of that jump. All right, so let's go to the camera on screen. There we have Valentin Garat powering up, right foot forward. And a perfectly nicely executed front blind move. Got a little bit of a bounce out at the end of that one. But still another landed and good move to land. Starting off front blind move. And Maxime Chablot is going to be next. We can see he definitely saw that last move from Garat. Let's see what the Swissman has for us. Let's not forget this guy is a world champion also of the free ride skiing. So a very, very talented young man. He is the current world champion in that discipline of skiing. And here he is coming towards us. Maxime Chablot, unhooking, going up, getting in the grab mode 5, and really grabbing that one out. You can see holding the board down, getting a nice amount of time, getting it on the old tail there, going through. Very nice, Maxime. Judges are going to be liking that. Definitely quality versus quantity coming out here on the screen. Let's see what numbers are going to be dropping for him. That is the first move attempt for each one of these riders. It is going to be Balminot coming up next. All right, there we can see Balminot coming in towards the judging tower there on the left-hand side. As you can already see, it looks like his time is about to go. Taking a little look to the left, a little look to the right. As the young Italian athlete, let's see what he can do for us here. All right, unhooking, going for a unhooked Rayleigh, not being able to get a pass in that, so that's going to be a small score for him. He definitely is going to have to up his game if he wants to have a chance of going through to round number 5 directly. Let's not forget the winners go to round number 5. Second and third go to round number 4. Next up, Valentin Garat. All right, so here we have Valentin Garat coming towards us, going for a grab, slim 7, but grabbing it by the chicken loop. So that move is still going to count, as he did grab the chicken loop and didn't lose the bar. If I'm not mistaken, that looked like a stalefish, and hopefully we'll be able to see a replay and get a slow motion of that last maneuver. But that was the first double pass we've seen of the event so far. Val Garat with it, that slim 7 with a grab, stalefish, I'm not mistaken, but grabbing the chicken loop, so that's not going to be a high score, but still, even so, just waiting for those numbers to drop for him. All right, Maxime Chablot missing out on that move, dropping his kite. No, that's quite unusual to see him drop his kite. A 5.37 for that last one, winning by 4.83.
All right, I'm just catching up here with that heat winner, Juan Rodriguez from Colombia. How do you feel? That was your first heat of the day. You absolutely nailed it. Are you happy with your riding?
Yes, I'm really happy for my heat. I'm really excited because the condition is changing a bit, but I'm riding my 9 meters Airways. Yeah, I'm super happy for my tricks.
I want to tell you that you just landed the first 7 of any type in Saudi Arabia. How does that feel?
Man, I'm really happy because I'm trying to catch in the wind, and then the gusty wind is catch me in the air. So I'm trying to do the double handle pass. So I'm landing. I'm proud of you for me. So I'm really happy to pass for the round 5 as well.
I want to know from you quickly before we go back to the action, how it feels to be in Saudi Arabia here at the NEOM Beach Games. What's it like as an athlete? Are you happy with the accommodations and the food?
Oh man, I'm really happy because this is my first time in Saudi Arabia. It's the good condition, the guys, the staff is help us a lot on the food and the accommodation as well, and sleeping really good. Yeah, I like the condition in crystal water because in Colombia, in my home spot in Calima, I don't have crystal water, so I'm really proud of you.
I agree. It is actually pretty epic here. Any message for the fans back at home in Colombia?
Hey, le mando un saludo a toda mi familia, a toda la gente querida de Colombia que me está apoyando y me manda muchos mensajes. A mi novia también, que la quiero mucho. Y vamos para adelante.
Thank you, Juan. Take it easy. Back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Lewis. Yeah, great to see Juan enjoying the conditions out there. He is one of my underdogs, coming third in Colombia and really has stepping up the game. The first man to land a 7 down here at Saudi Arabia. Already looks like he is on the right way. But talking about doubles, left, right, and center, we already have Valgarad at the moment in the lead with an 11.80. And Maxime in second position with a 6.97, and Edos Babinot with a 2.03. That is how it stands out there at the moment on the water. And now let's see who's going to be coming in next. It does look like, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Edos Babinot is getting ready to perform his move. Starting to play around with his chicken loop. Has he got enough time? We will soon find out, as it looks like it is his turn right now. All right, well, it looks like we had a nice move being landed by Maxime Chablot, just waiting to get the scores of that one coming in. Yes, it is an 8.33 for a 3.19. Great move there from the Swissman, already starting to get himself ready to rumble and ready to blind here from Babinot, the young Italian front and center. So 2.07 for that last move from Babinot. Now it is going to be Valentin Gerard, as he's going to want to start to get back, as he is now currently in second position. So let's see what Val Gerard has for us here. We can see him on the bird's eye view. Going right foot forward, starting to unhook. All right, here he comes. Backside 3.17, but going down hard, unfortunately. Not quite getting the landing on that one. Was looking good, but it looks like he just grabbed that front edge going down a little bit too hard. That is going to be his trick attempt number 4. Meaning next up we are going to have Maxime Chablot, your current heat leader. All right, here we can see Maxime. All right, going up. Oh, heart attack 7. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect there, that heart attack 7. Did look like he sent the kite a little bit, so he's obviously not going to get the huge scores. It did look like he had to send it a little bit, but hopefully it will be able to get some more scores on that one soon. And here we can see on your screen, that is Valentin Gerard at the moment in second position with an 11.80. Unfortunately missing out on that backside 3.17. Maxime Chablot getting a 7.77 for that heart attack 7. Getting a little bit of a penalization, as we said before, sent the kite slightly, but still getting some numbers up there on the board, starting to get some scores, and already your current heat leader. Now here we can see Valentin. Let's see what Val has for us. Going right foot forward. Let's see if we can get some angle on the camera. Right, we missed that one, unfortunately, but I can tell you he was going for the KGB 5 and just going down with a wipeout there for that maneuver. So Val Garat, unfortunately, 2 crashes there on his trick attempt number 4, if I'm not mistaken, just waiting for confirmation. But it does look like Maxime Chablot is the man to be beating so far. All right, there we can see Perez and a couple of the other riders. Here he is, Perez and Mateo. 2 very, very powerful young men. Looking forward to seeing those boys out there on the water as they are getting ready to go in their heat. Perez made his way through the qualifiers, so he's going to be going up very shortly. But at your moment is that man on your screen, Maxime Chablot, your current heat leader. All right, Balbinot getting ready also to do his moves. I can see him spinning around. And there we can see Val Garat there on your screen. Beautiful inside view we have here from the booth. And there it is. That man on the left-hand side of your screen is going to be jumping off. Let's see what Balbinot has for us. Looks like he's going to unhook. Getting ready. Bye, bye, bye. Going for the back roll with a grab. Unfortunately coming down a little short. That's going to be a crash for him. And he has a very tough heat ahead of him as he has Maxime and Val, both of these boys pushing forward. But it is Maxime Chablot, your current leader at the moment after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trick attempts. So we have 2 more trick attempts from each of them. All right, and here we can see Val Garat dropping in. He knows he's got to get 2 bigger ones if he wants to overtake Maxime. I reckon we're going to see a backside 7 again. Here he goes. Rayleighs it out. There it is. Backside 7 as he comes around. No, just misses out on that extra 180 and going down to say hello to the little fishes down here in the lagoon. So that's going to be a crash for him. So at the moment, it is definitely Maxime in first position. And we will have to see who is going to be able to give him a run for his money, because he definitely does look like on fire. And look at that. Eye of the tiger, if I have ever seen it. Incoming Swiss freight train. Watch out, everybody. Maxime Chablot, left foot forward. What's he got? Goes up, going for double half cab mobe. But just not quite getting the landing. That was a beauty. What a shame to miss out on that one. But double half cab mobe there for Maxime. And when this guy smiles, when he feels relaxed, and when he feels he is in that nice and easy mood zone, he is very, very dangerous. And already some of the boys starting to throw down here in round number 3. But let's not forget, any heat on the GKA Kite World Tour can be a final. Do or die, boys, do or die. All right, Val Garat. Probably 2 of the best 7s this guy has is his slim and his backside 7. I reckon maybe he's going to try and increase on his slim score. Let's see. He is coming in with some speed. Are we going to be seeing a left foot forward jump? There we can see Los Tigres. Los Tigres. Oh. Luis Alberto Cruz about to get ready. Luis Alberto Cruz. You can see that guy getting ready there on the shore. And let's have a little look back onto the water, as you can just see how butter flat that is. Luis Alberto Cruz, this guy can double, triple, and spin like the Tasmanian devil. I'm telling you, he has such a fast spin. This is why he can get all of those different multiple rotations and multiple handle passes. But one of the things the judges have been saying is that you really need to, it is the quality versus quantity. It ain't a spin to win. So we're asking guys to do a little bit more execution to be able to, you know, really tweak out and push each one of their moves. All right, so at the moment we have it coming up on the final move for each one of these athletes. And you can just see the smiles and the vibes down here on the beach. All right, so it is Valentin Garat. So Val Garat. There we can see him out there on the water getting ready for, if I'm not mistaken, the final move. There's a little delay on the system. We do apologize for some of the technical issues out there. All right, so Val Garat going switch stance. Let's see what he has for us here. All right, going for Chromo 5. Little bit of a butt check there. Maybe we can get a slow-mo or a replay of that last move. And a little spinneroo as he seems pretty happy with that one. Chromo 5 there from Valgarat. Waiting for some numbers to come in. That is going to be his final move. So that was the last move there, and now we're just waiting for Maxime Chablot. So let's have a look at Maxime Chablot. Oh, I know we didn't see it on the screen, but we did see Maxime Chablot going for a double half-cab mobe and landing that perfect. All right, and welcome back, everybody. So there we can see John Perez 315. We just sorted out a couple of glitches. We do apologize for that, and now it looks like we are off to a roll. At the moment, it is John Perez up against Luis Alberto Cruz and Jean-Maria Coccoluto. I am going to say it, Jean-Maria Coccoluto is my favorite freestyle rider. He is pushing the grabs, he's pushing the power, but he hasn't yet really been able to throw it down at a competition. He got fourth over there in Colombia, but looking to see if he can score himself a podium. And there we have Luis Alberto Cruz on the way out. It looks like he's powering up. Let's see what he has for us. All the way out the back. Oh, unfortunately, not quite getting an edge. So that's going to be a no-go for him. And next up is going to be the green kite on the inside. It's going to be Jean-Maria Coccoluto. El maestro, la bestia. All right, so Cruz has a few more seconds to be able to. It looks like they didn't trick him out for that move. All right, here we have going 1, 3, 1, 7. Perfectly landed. This is what I was saying about the spin ratio of this young athlete. Next up, we have Jean-Maria Coccoluto, who is right front and center on the competition area. All right, well, just let's see this last move there of Jean-Maria Coccoluto. Here he goes, going up. Oh, grab front line, move. Very nice, very nice. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like we're going to go down to the beach as Luis has a short interview with Maxime Chablot, the winner of that last heat. All right, it looks like, unfortunately, we're going to get that interview from Maxime in a few moments when we're ready. Once again, we do apologize for a couple of the glitches, but we are getting into the rhythm. Jean-Maria Coccoluto getting a 7.27 for that beauty of a grab front blind mobe. Really liking, the judges liking to see the power. The kite was in the sweet spot, went around, wrapped it, and got the pass. 7.27, your current leader. Jean Perez there with a 3.40 for that front, that 315 if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 315 that he had on that first move. And now we're just waiting as it is going to be Luis Alberto Cruz. Luis Alberto Cruz about to start off on the inside. It is his turn. All right, there he is, eye in the sky. That was a 900 rotation, a little hard to see which way as we were going there from the drone. A beautiful view of that last move there from Luis Alberto Cruz. Okay, so... all right, so I got the go-ahead. Yes, it is official. Let's go down to the beach as we have Luis for that interview with Maxime Chablot.
With Maxime Chablot, congratulations, you absolutely smashed that. The first heat of the day for you, what are the conditions like out there?
Conditions are pretty good. I mean, we have flat water, which is super nice. The wind is a bit gusty, but the flat water kind of balances it out. When it's a bit gusty and flat water, you can kind of adapt, wait for the gust, and just pull through.
Now, we were speaking just before our interview. You actually had a couple of crashes at the start. Looking at the scores, one could think it was an absolute walk in the park for you, but how did that affect you, having a couple of crashes straight away?
Yeah, so I started off with a pretty easy trick, and then I wanted to go for the heart attack 7, which is a trick that I usually have 100 out of 100, and seems like I got a 99 out of 100, and that was the 100. So, and then I took it a bit more conservative again, went back to the heart attack 7, landed it. And after that, I really wanted to try something different. I really wanted to land a double half cab mope to see a bit how it was going to score and to see for the next rounds. And yeah, it ended up scoring pretty well, so I'm probably going to bring it back in the next round.
You are from Switzerland, flying the flag for Switzerland. Do you have any messages for the people back home?
Yeah, so, well, dank alle die zuschauen. Super cool. Hoffe, ihr habt die Action cool gefunden. Merci à tous ceux qui regardent depuis la Suisse. Je suis super content. Un bon premier tour, c'est que l'échauffement et maintenant on attaque.
Thank you very much, Maxime. Good luck for the rest of the event. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great to see Maxime going through. And let's go out onto the water as we have more action out there. Who is in the lead so far? So Jean-Maria Coccoluto with a 14.94. We have Luis Alberto Cruz with a 7.60. And Jean Perez with a 5.37. And we can see there the beautiful blue colors over here of this location in, in Saudi Arabia. And Jean-Maria Coccoluto getting out of control there with that back roll, but decided just to land it blind as he was going out there. Hopefully we'll be able to catch a little bit more of the action, but it is Luis Alberto Cruz in the lead so far. So the winner of this round will be going through to round number 5. And it is the Dominican, El Tigrazo. Alberto Cruz in the lead at the moment. 3 scores for Jean-Maria. Okay, so Jean Perez. Jean Perez is going to be making his way out. Backside 3-1-3, excuse me. And there we can see the beautiful location that is NEOM Beach Games 2022. Welcome to Saudi Arabia, everybody. If you are just joining us. So Luis Alberto Cruz just getting ready to come. Yeah, that is the correct rider. Thank you, Mr. Cameraman. Luis Alberto Cruz about to drop in. Here it is, El Tigrazo. Let's see what he has for us. Powering through the competition area. All right, going up. Backside 315 there from Luis Alberto Cruz. Not getting the extension on the Rayleigh though. Pretty much just a pop with a 540 rotation, 2 passes of the bar. So judges are definitely going to take some score rate from that. We're looking for the execution. We are looking for the extension. So yeah, backside 315 there for Luis Alberto Cruz. And as you can see, a 573 coming up on the scorecards. All right, next up is going to be Jean-Maria Coccoluto. Jean-Maria Coccoluto coming up next. I can tell you, Jean-Maria just scored an absolutely banger of a KGB7. So we do apologize for missing that move, but an absolutely banger of a KGB7 there for Jean-Maria Coccoluto. All right, so at the moment, Jean-Maria Cocoluto is in the lead with a 30.88, already starting to throw down here for this. Really throwing down for this event so far with that heat number 1. All right, Cruz. Once again, you can see he doesn't get the extension on that release. So judges really do lower his scores. Let's have a little look. So for that last backside 315, even though he got 2 passes on the bar in the air, he only got a 573. Jean Pettis is definitely going to have to step up his game if he wants to have a chance to take out these 2 guys, because at the moment we are already 5 tricks into the competition, and both of the boys are going full on. All right, so Jean-Maria Cocoluto, here he is, front and center on your screen. He's powered up, left foot forward. Let's see what the Italian is going to be bringing to the tables. Already has some very big moves as he makes his way back. And here we have Jean Cruz from Colombia, currently in that 3rd position. Here he goes, unhooking, going for the KGB. Back to blind as he didn't get that one extra 180, but yep, that is going to be a crash for him. You can see the kite powering up through the middle, unfortunately. Luis Alberto Cruz coming in. Backside 317. Making the landing. I'll say it again. Great move, but he doesn't have the rayleigh extension. That is going to cost him a few points. Still, he needs a 2.96 to lead. Let's not forget he has to hit all the different families, so he would need to increase by about... You need to take that backside 315 family to about a 7.5 if you would want to be going into the lead. Let's see what kind of, okay, 7 points. Yep, no, 2.27 for that last one, so that ain't going to cut it. That ain't going to cut it, unfortunately, there for Luis Alberto Cruz. And let's have a little look-see as Jean-Maria Cocoluto is about to get ready. And that is going to be the final moves. A little bit of a delay in the system. We do apologize for the technical issues we are having. We will be getting on track very shortly. Day number 1 here at the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour. And there you can see on your screen right now, Jean Pettis just enjoying the vibes and the smile on his face. And next up, we are going to be having out there on the water is going to be Rashid Almansori, Pier Francesco Risello, and Arthur Gilbert, who is the world champion from last year. So world champion from last season out there on the water, as he is going to be jumping in 3rd position. Watch out, everybody. Big heat coming our way. Heat number 4. Cocoluto, he was looking for the front blind mode 5, as we are just waiting to see, as there are a little bit of a delay on some of these results, but a big move out there, trying to go for the big move as we continue on in day number 1 of the competition. Okay, so welcome back everybody, as it looks like we have all the glitches sorted and we are ready to rumble. Arto Gilbert is up against Pier Francesco Rizzelo, and he is going up against Rashid Al-Mansouri. Here we can see Rashid front and center going for the nice little grab roll front rotation. Big air style. He is going to have to up his game if he wants to go and take out some of the bigger names up there at the moment. Coming up next will be the turn of Pier Francesco, the Italian, who at this current is a 1.80. A beautiful day here for day number 1 of the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour down in NEOM for the NEOM Beach Games. We have 6 different international events: football, basketball, we got the kiting, and these guys are putting on one hell of a show down here in Saudi Arabia. Here we have Pier Francesco, the youngster. Let's see what he has for us. Okay, goes up, rallies it. Ow, backside 3-1-3, excuse me. Just to get some numbers out there on the scorecards. Let's not forget, this isn't an elimination. It's not an elimination section at the moment, because whoever wins in this round number 1 will go all the way through to round number 5, and then the second and third position will be battling it out in round number 4. All right, Albo Gilbert going over. Mo 5-0, bouncing out. 1-0, let's see if he gets, as he comes up. Yep, okay, a little shake of the head, so he's all right. I think he got caught in the gust there and got completely dropped into the little shallow section we got here. So that's going to be a crash for him. One of the things I really love about R2 is he extends and stretches everything. And you can really see him getting that through that mode rotation, just missing on the landing. Okay, 1 foot Kung Fu Jackie Chan style here for Rashid Al-Masuri. And now let's have a look. As coming up next, we are going to be having Pier Francesco. To see what he can bring to the table at the moment. 4.63 as we continue on in round number 3 of competition. Okay, Pier Francesco. Hindenburger 5, a little bit of a butt check there. Not sure the judges are going to be giving that too much. You can see sending the kite throughout the middle of that move. Obviously not being able to get as much power as Max Yank as they want to be able to see. So that is going to be a low scorer for him. And Artur Gilbert coming up next. There we can see him out there on the red elevate. The past season's world champion, where he took it out in between those 2 events, and looking forward to see what is going to happen so far, as he is the current reigning world champ. Is he going to be able to defend his title? Is he going to be able to keep that? We will soon find out, as this is the penultimate event of the tour, going to Tahiba at the end of November. All right, Artur, you can see a little bit of a tweak, a little bit of a trim as he powers in and coming through front and center, left foot forward towards the judges. All right, tweaking it out and just making it a little bit easier there for himself with that single back mope. Kite was in the right position, rotating all the way around, landing that one clean and perfect. That is going to be a back mope with a 5.80 from Artur Gilbert. All right, here we have Rashid Al-Masuri. A little bit of a clickety-click there, the old click bar coming in. Let's see. Oh, unhooking. All right, going for it. Okay, going for an unhook back roll. Not quite getting the move he probably wanted there. But still good to see some of the local riders here on the competition floor. And there we could see Al-Masuri coming all the way from Qatar. So he is one of the local athletes. Already made a move, starting to get a groove, get a loosey-goosey. Let's not forget these guys have just started to go on the water, so they are going to be kind of, you know, loosening up and getting into the groove. And you can just see how butter flat it is out there. This is the competition area for the NEOM Beach Games 2022. And what a beautiful way to be able to get back into some twin tip freestyle. And there you have front and center on your screen the current world champ and Valentin Gerard just taking a little chat to see what is happening, where they are. Let's not forget you can follow all of the scores live on our official web page, the www.gkakiteworldtour.com/live, and also join us in here on the stream. All right, Artur going out. Okay, going for the double heart attack. Very nice, very nice. The old double 2 rotations and then a backside 3. Quite a nice stretch on that first one. Judges are going to like that, but especially getting the clean landing. It doesn't look like the wind. It's a little bit smoother on the right-hand side of the comp area. And here we have Rashid. Is he going to be unhooking? Getting the old chicken dick out of the way and coming towards the judging tower. All right, going for the back to toe side unhook, but unfortunately kite getting sent the other way, and that is going to be a crasheroo for him. So far it is Artur Gilbert in first position with a 18.60, 6.30 for that double hard attack. Then we have Pier Francesco with an 11.40 and Rashid Al-Mansouri with a 2.33 so far. Fourth trick attempt already for each one of these riders. Next up, we are going to be starting off with trick attempt number 5. Heat number 4, round number 3 of the competition. And as it stands so far, it is going to be coming up next. We're going to have Pier Francesco, as it looks like he has a kite change. Is he going to have enough time to be able to get back out onto the water? We are soon going to find out, as it looks like he has now put out a 9-meter kite. So as we knew the wind was going to drop throughout the day, as it starts off bright and early over here, and then it starts to lower and getting to about probably around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So early starts for us. Early starts. We were down here at 5:30 in the morning, but did catch a beautiful sunrise coming over the dunes. I tell you what, have a nice cup of coffee or a cup of tea down there at those rider tents where we have all of the team, all of the organization from the NEOM Games putting on an absolute banger here to be able to get this event up and going, pretty much making this whole event site from scratch. And here we have Pier Francesco. All right, Hinterberger 5, just getting away with it. Looks like his kite went a little bit, sent the kite a little bit. Looking for a 7.90 if he wanted to take the lead, a 7.20, excuse me. So we are going to have Artur Gilbert coming our way, as he's going to be going for his trick attempt number 5. Here we have Rashid Al-Mansouri. Okay, so Artur about to drop in. Who's waiting off in the inside, so yes, it does look like he is going to be going right foot forward, really starting off with some speed. Here we have him. All right, bring on the action. Goes up, backside, 317, textbook. Liking what I see, liking what I see. Rayleigh with a backside 720, 2 passes of the bar. And getting a decent amount of the old Scorpion King. Will we call this boy the Prince of the Desert? We will soon find out. But yeah, scorpioning it out a bit on that Rayleigh. Backside 317 in the bag there for Artur Gilbert. Just waiting to see some of the scores as we are hitting the old refresh button. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? A very nice landed move there from Artur. If I'm not mistaken, it looks like a 7.9 coming up on the screen. We'll soon find out. As he had that one. So a backside from, yeah, 7.9. That is official, 7.9. Okay, here we have Rashid. Tosai. Oh, it looked like it was maybe going to go for the handle pass there. But just not quite getting the momentum he needed. So that's going to be a very small score for him. And already we can see Artur Gilbert pretty much up amongst the big boys. We saw 30-plus heats from both Maxime Chablot and Jean-Maria Coccoluto in the previous rounds. And now it is going to be Pier Francesco Risello coming your way. The Brazilian athlete. Well, he's got a good amount of power. Changed to a 9 just before this ride. So let's see what he has. All right, no, deciding against that. Left foot forward, going to be going right foot. Pier Francesco, all right, off and over. Going for the slim 5, but missing the bar, so that's going to be a crash out for him for that trick attempt number 6. And Artur Gilbert, is he going to be going right foot again? Does look like he's got a good amount of power. I think he's going to be turning around and making his way all the way out the back. We can see there from the bird's eye view. So coming towards us, Artur Gilbert, your current heat leader and current world champion, dropping in. All right, he's getting ready. Look at that face of determination. Oh, didn't get the edge, though. Didn't get the edge. So that's going to be a crash out for him, unfortunately. Just did not get the pop that he needed. All right, Rashid for his final trick attempt, if I'm not mistaken. So final trick attempt, up and over. Oh, just able to keep it together, almost over rotating there on that big lofty jump. So that is going to be the final move for him. Let's see, a final move for Pier Francesco, who looks like he is coming towards the competition area all the way out from the back. There he is with the green kite. Zoom in on that boy. Let's see. Pier Francesco. Okay, deciding against it. He's going to be going and tricking it out the other way. So you know he doesn't have a lot of time. 40 seconds each rider, top 7 moves. 7 trick attempts, top 4 moves are the ones that count. Pier Francesco. All right, tricks it out. Once again, losing the bar on that slim 5. You can see kite's a little bit too high, so it gets pulled out of his hand. So that's going to be a crash for him. That's going to be his trick attempt number 7. So for the final move of the heat, coming in like the Red Devil, Artur Gilbert. Let's see what he's going to be going. I reckon it's going to be left foot forward as he was trying to move that way. Are we going to be seeing a 319? Are we going to be seeing a 319? As we are also going to be going down to the beach right after this last move. Artur Gilbert, final move of the heat. He already has the win, but let's say a little crowd pleaser. 319 is my call. Let's see what he has. There it is. Oh, rewind with a grab. I love that move there from Artur Gilbert. So that is going to be a crash for Artur. And we're going to go straight down to the beach. As I can see, Lewis is ready for an interview.
Thank you, and I'm here this time with Gianmaria Coccoluto, who just absolutely smashed that last heat. Gianmaria, what were the highlights for you of your heat just then?
Well, at the beginning I was thinking that the wind was super gusty, but when I went inside the water I feel the wind was super good. I did almost all my trick. I pushed my limits to the next level. I did all my KGB7, 317, all my tricks, so I was super happy. And yeah, I hope it's gonna do good in the next heat, so let's see.
You're riding your 11 meter here. You look pretty proud. Most of the riders are on 9s and 10s. For you, why do you take that extra size maybe more than the other riders?
Yeah, I take always 1 meter more to have the kite really low in my trick, so I can get extra point in the score. And add a grab too, so like wake style trick, that's why.
I want to know what your goals are for this competition here. It's the 2nd event of the year in freestyle. The 3rd event will be in Brazil, which will suit your style as well and your skills. What are your goals for this event here in Saudi Arabia in NEOM?
I'm gonna win this event, bro.
I can see it in your eyes. Thank you very much, Gianmaria Coccoluto. Good luck for the rest of the event.
Thank you. I want to say ciao to my family, to my girlfriend Mariana. I love you. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao, maestro. Great riding out there. Yeah, incredible riding there from Gianmaria Coccoluto. And you heard it. He is going to win this contest. That is a big statement if I've ever seen it. But he has the fire in his eyes. He is ready. And out there on the water, we are going to be having the next heat, heat number 5, as we have Peyo Camaz from France, Lorenzo Calcano, the Dominican, very powerful and stylish rider, and Manuel Suarez, who is your current number 1 this season as he got that win over there in Colombia. We are just about to get ready for that heat. And look at that beautiful color view we have. If you are just joining us, welcome to heat number 5 of round number 3 of the competition. Pello Quemaz, Lorenzo Calcano, and Manuel Suarez up there on the screen. Just getting ready to rumble. Pello is the first athlete to go out, the younger Frenchman who is a very, very talented big air rider. I was talking to Albert Gilbert and looking forward to see how he does here on the freestyle. Then it is going to be Lorenzo Calcano from the Dominican Republic and Manuel Suarez, your current leader, who took the win over there in Colombia. So waiting for the green flag as there it goes. All right, starting off. Backside 3-1-3, but just going down a little bit too hard. You can see he didn't quite get the rotation around. That's going to be a very big butt check for him. Not the move he was looking to open. Let's see how Lorenzo Calcano, El Tigre, from the Dominican Republic, starts off his competition. All right, Calcano looking back and making sure he has his runway ready to take off. All right, so waiting for the red kite coming towards us. As it looks like there might be something up. Let me just double check and look out the window here. Have a beautiful front eye view. All right, so now it is going to be Suarez. There we have him. So it looks like Calcano was tricked out. Manuel Suarez coming in for the first time down here in Saudi Arabia. What's he going to start off with? Goes up, tweaks it out. 3-1-7. Kite was a little bit high. You can see just on the way he landed and kind of lost a bit of his speed. But still, move number 1, already getting a double handle push out there on the scorecards. So there we have Manuel Suarez. All right, next up it is going to be Pello Quemaz, who is currently your 3rd position. All right, well, we're just waiting for this heat to get some action out there as all of the riders are getting ready. All of the riders are getting ready out there on the water. And at the moment, it is Manuel Suarez who is in the lead over 6.0. And here we can see Lorenzo Calcano going for his 2nd trick attempt. Oh, double heart attack, but the kite going across to the other side. Double heart attack there for Lorenzo Calcano, spinning like the Tasmanian devil. So Manuel Suarez now going to be going for his 2nd move. Yeah, that's the athlete on the inside we can see there. Just getting ready, waiting for his name to come up on the screen as we're waiting for that last score from Lorenzo Calcano. Lorenzo just waiting for some numbers to come in. Not going to be some big numbers of that last double heart attack. And here we can see Manuel Suarez powering up And off he goes. All right, up, up and away. Backside 3-1-7. Nicely landed. Wrapping yourself around, and that is a beautiful move there from the current tour leader. And before we get back to the action, let's go down to the beach because I can definitely see Lewis is ready for an interview.
Can I, at one point when you're not filming, can I come and do a few shots? Okay. But it's fine, for the shaking and all that? Yeah, anytime. Okay, fine, fine. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Artur. Great to see your current world champion happy and getting ready for the future rounds, going through in first position after that last heat. Back to the water, as we can see here. Manuel Suarez, the winner of the last freestyle event. Let's see what he has for us. All right, going over. Oh, double grab front blind mob. Liking what I see, managing to get both grabs in on that one. Grabbing out the tail, then coming around and grabbing the nose. Double grab frontline move there for Manuel Suarez, who currently is in second position, but he's definitely going to be going through into first after that last maneuver because he only needed a 2.13, and that is definitely going to be a higher scorer than that. So as it stands, we have Manuel Suarez is going to be in first position. Second position is going to be Lorenzo Calcano, and then in third is going to be Pello Cremades. That man there, just a little bit on the bottom of your screen. There he is. So Pello Cremades getting ready from France. Let's have a little look and see if we can see some of the scores back up on the competition screen. And there we can see Suarez going through into the lead at 19.87. Going for a heart attack, but going down very hard. Looked like his kite just got dropped and dipped into the ocean. And that is going to be a crash out for him. So that is 3 moves for each one of these athletes. And next up is definitely going to be Lorenzo Calcano for his 4th trick attempt. Taking a little look-see back to the competition area, as it looks like he's going to be performing something left foot forward. The Dominican, Lorenzo Calcano. Let's see what he has for us here. All right, 19.87, your leader, Manuel Suarez. Lorenzo Calcano there, a 3.50 for that last move, so he's still in second position. So the Brazilian's still quite comfortably in the first, and it looks like he's going to be going one more time, a right foot forward. Let's see what move this guy has, such a stylish rider. And this is why he took the last win in Colombia. All right, goes up. Heart attack, 5. Heart attack, Mars attack, desert attack. Going for that heart attack 5. Very nice, Manuel Suarez. I'm going to say it, he is taking it easy. He's very consistent at the moment. I've seen him go a lot more powerful than we have so far, but he knows the first round, just, you know, first heat that he's been out there, round number 3 of the competition, getting into his groove, and I tell you, that groove is deep, as he is already throwing down some big maneuvers out there, just waiting for a score for that last Heart Attack 5 out there from him. But it definitely looks like your current tour leader, Manuel Suarez, is definitely on a roll. Okay, here we can see Pello powering up, going off for the unhooking. Let's see what he's got for us. All right, go in for backside free once again. Just getting absolutely annihilated out there by his kite and dropping from the sky. So that's going to be another crash for him. All right, so Manuel Suarez looks like he's powering up, coming towards us. 26.87 already up there, getting close to those 30 points, which is some of the highest scores we've had today. So he's definitely already in the top rankings of this competition. Booting out, okay, Slim 7. Calm, cool, and collected. Nice work on the landing there as well, going down a little bit too hard, but managing to keep it together. So he is going to be your current leader out there. So as we stand, Manuel Suarez in first, Lorenzo Gargano in second, and Pello Camaz in third position, as they already have performed some very big moves out there so far. This is going to be trick attempt number 5. As we're just waiting for this system to update. All right, Pello, left foot. All right, going for a slim kite, was too high in the sky, not being able to pass that bar. That is going to be a crash for him as we continue on. And a beautiful 7 for that last move there by Manuel. Already getting a very high score. One of the highest scores so far of the day is an 8+8 for both Jean-Maria Coccoluto with an 8.87 for that KGB 7. And we saw an 8.33 for a Heart Attack 7 there from Maxime Chablot. Loving what I saw out there. And we also saw him hit a huge double half cab mobe. Both of those boys, it looks like at the moment it is Coccoluto and Chablot, the 2 riders to be beaten. But this man here, Manuel Suarez, already looking to get into that plus 30. Coccoluto with a 31.5. And there we can see the Brazilian just taking a little bit of a breather, using someone's board to use it as a little sofa there. And here he goes, trick attempt number 5. and just hand-dragging his way out of that one, able to keep it together. And we'll be right back as we still have action coming our way. As I'm just going to jump out of the booth a quick second to double check on our connection. Okay, so we're back. Once again, we do apologize for the technical issues we are having, as it does look like we are getting onto a roll, as we are in heat number 5, round number 3. Manuel Suarez getting close to that 30.0. We have the highest scoring average heat out there from Jean-Maria Coccoluto so far, going past the 31 points, and then Maxime Chablot with that plus 30 score. Great to see all of the guys throwing down here for the penultimate event of the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour. And there we can see one of the Rookie of the Year taking that award back over there in Tarifa. Is Finn, the Finnmeister, one of the younger athletes out here on tour, getting ready to go. Finn Flugel. Greg Wilcock, his South African wildcard entry into this event, and Posito Martinez. Posito Martinez, one of my favorite athletes. He has the most ridiculous front blind mobe or tantrum backside free, however you want to call it. Grabs the wave, goes upside down, pretty much handstands with the kite scraping the water. But it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, he doesn't have any kickers here. He is very used to the conditions over there in La Boca, in Cabarete, the Dominican Republic, where he comes from. Also a very, very good freestyle location. And let's see how he performs here as we are going to be starting off the competition. All right, so getting ready for heat number 6, round number 3 here, or day number 1 of the NEOM Beach Games 2022. And what a beautiful location it is here, down here in Saudi Arabia. The first time the tour has come to this location. And here we have, it's going to be Greg jumping first, then it's going to be Finn, and then Posito. That is going to be the order of action. as we're just waiting for that green flag to hit the sky. As it is red flag for just about 1.5 minutes. And then we are a green light. Go, go, go. There you can see Lorenzo just coming back in, and Posito Martinez getting ready to rumble. So Posito Martinez is going to be on the red or orange Crazy Fly Kite. We have Greg Wilcox out there on the green north. And then it is going to be Finn Flugel out there on the air rush. Those are your 3 athletes getting ready. And currently on your screen, Posito Martinez, el tigrazo, getting ready to rumble. Heat number 6, round number 3. If you are just joining us, welcome to the penultimate event of the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour Freestyle Discipline. All about the wake style, all about the spins, all about the passes, all about the moves down here in Saudi Arabia, as we had that first event down in Colombia where Manuel Suarez took the win. And looking very good after that last heat, already getting into those plus 30 scores. So he's definitely on the top side of the athletes so far, waiting for more action to come in. Finn Flugel, the youngster, the rookie of the year. And he's had a kite change. He's out there on the air rush kites. And let's see how that suits him. And then we have the wild card, Greg Wilcox, coming out of South Africa. Putting on some very good board-off moves. Went for a big board-off kite loop. But he's going to have to freestyle it out if he wants to be able to get some of those higher scores. So he is going to be starting off. There it is. We are go, go, go. As it starts off with a Rayleigh in the top side corner. And now it is going to be, coming up next is going to be Finn Flugel for his first trick attempt. All right, here comes Finn. What's he got for us? Okay, Hinterberger, 5. Nice and easy. Kite slightly high at the end of that. Going to take off a few points. But get a nice and smooth move all the way through. Finn Flugel with that trick attempt number 1. And a little grin, a little smile there from the youngster, knowing that he has started off well. And now next up, Posito Martinez, who is going to be coming in from the right-hand side of the competition area on the beach. There he is. That's the man. As it is going to be Posito Martinez next. Okay, Posito. Right foot forward. Let's see what this young man has for us. El tigrazo. Estamos activo, estamos activo. Looks like he's decided against that one, so obviously going to be coming left foot forward. Let's not forget, 7 trick attempts, top 4 moves count. The judges, they're looking for the power, the style, the trajectory. And dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's. Execution is the word. Quality versus quantity. We are looking to everything to be stretched out. And going for a slim 5. Quite nicely positioned, wrapping himself around. Front roll with a backside 5. Very nice. And that will be that slim chance 5 there from Posito Martinez. 5.17 on the scorecard, so he is currently in first position. Next up, we're going to have Greg Wilcox, as it does look like he's going to be tricking towards us. What's he got for us? Guys are on 9 and 10 meter kites. All right. Oh, just getting completely dropped by the gust there. You can see not getting any speed at all. That is going to be a crash for him. So now it is the time for Flugel. Second maneuver as he is all the way outside on the right-hand side of the competition area, trying to get some scores coming your way. At the moment, it is the Dominican with a 5.23 in the lead. And here we have Finn powering towards us. He's waiting for that green flag, that green screen, meaning that it is time to shine. All right, Slim 5 there. Going to be interesting to compare that to the 5.23 there of Posito. Absolutely the same move. That one did seem a little bit smaller for us, but we do have a different perspective over here in the live booth. Going to be interesting to see. Let's have a little look at what the judges have thought of that last move there from him. And all right, yep, 4.53, so just marking the difference. Okay, Posito. Look at the power, heart attack. Get the defibrillator out as it is a heart attack out there on the water. Very nice extension, powered, got the pull, got the yank, wrapped it around, perfect landing. That is what I call a textbook heart attack there from the Dominican. And just waiting for his scores to be coming in, as I know the judges are going to be liking that one. All right, there it is, a that is a 5.50. There you see getting top scores for that heart attack. Doesn't get much better than that considering the conditions out there. And now it is going to be Greg Wilcock for his third trick attempt. Okay, oh, he was going round, maybe looking for the mobe, but back roll to switch stance, back roll to toe side there for Greg, as that is going to be his third trick attempt, number 1. And now it is going to be Finn. Looks like he's getting ready there in the middle. Perfect flat conditions out there. Most of the athletes are out on 9 and 10 meter kites. Started off this morning around 25 knots, and supposedly it is going to get a little bit lighter as we come on through the day, as it does look like I can see some of the athletes out there on the bigger athletes like Posito already on 11 and 12 meter kites. It looks like he's already out there on an 11 meter, and here we can have Finn going out for looking for that third trick attempt. Okay, here he goes. Stretches, heart attack. Heart attack. So 550 for that one from Posito. And it's good to see how the judges are going to be comparing those moves as we saw before. 523 for that Slim 5 versus a 453 from Finn. And now we have a 550 there from Posito. Let's go and see what is going to be from Finn, a 583. So marking the difference about half. So 0.7 of a point difference. And that is because of the style and the extra yank and the extra power from the Dominican. All right, Posito Martinez, attempt number 3. It definitely does look like the wind is starting to die a little bit in this heat. It is a little lighter. Some of the freestylers actually prefer it to be more 11 meter than 9 meter. Oh, Hinterberger 5. And I tell you what, that kite was straight in the sweet spot. Estamos activo. Posito Martinez competing really well at the moment. He isn't going huge. He's just getting, getting some of the single passes, making sure he gets the execution right, so he gets those top points. He's already in that first position. And there we can see with a 16.60 total, he is in the lead in first position of this heat. Okay, Greg Wilcox coming our way. Looked like he was going for an unhooked kite loop in that move before. What is he going to be bringing to the table this time? Siding against it, right foot forward. There he is. He's definitely yanking that kite to get some speed. All right, here we have the South African wild card for this event. Oh, the old hand dragaroo. Some big air aspects, big air elements. Just playing around with the water and enjoying the beautiful conditions out here at NEOM. A little bit of nuclear there, nose grab. My favorite grabs, I must say. It's great to see all of the athletes enjoying themselves out there. And I mean, with conditions like this, it doesn't get much better. 20 to 25 knots, but a flat wind. Nice and warm. They're out there in board shorts or in a shorty. All right, here we have Finn. Body language, he's ready. All right, going for 317, very nice. Not doing the second pass in the air, showing control under that one. Very nice maneuver there from Finn Flugel. This could take, what does he need? Finn Flugel is looking for, let's have a look at the old scorecards here. He is looking for a 2.28 to take the lead. And I reckon he is definitely going to be able to get to improve and get that one. The German rider, one of the youngest riders out there on tour. And just landing that. There it is, 7.13. Yep, big score. Posito knows that he is going to have to step it up, as he is going to need a big score to be able to regain that first position. What has he got for us? And going for that back roll to blind. Not quite getting that extra 180 around to make it into a KGB. Did get a grab in the middle there. Looked like a little bit of an indie grab, but still mixing it up. But while we get back to the action on the water, we're going to take a short interview with Lewis.
Okay, we are on the beach here with the previous winner of that heat. I've got Estefania Rosa to translate and Manuel Suarez that's just won that heat in incredible fashion. How do you feel here? It's your first heat of the day and you were really good out there. How are you feeling?
Foi o seu primeiro hit hoje. Como é que você está se sentindo?
Estou me sentindo muito feliz, né? Consegui fazer todas as manobras ali, pousar. O vento ali deu uma caída ali na hora da bateria, mas consegui fazer o meu melhor e estou muito feliz de ter passado em primeiro.
I'm very happy because the wind was really light and I managed to do all my tricks and I'm so happy. I'm just ready for the next.
Thank you. And to me, you look very comfortable in these conditions. Is this similar to the conditions that you train back at home?
Você parecia muito confortável com a condição. É parecido com a condição lá no Brasil?
É, parecido um pouco, né? As condições onde eu moro, um pouco rajado. Mas é isso, né? A gente tem que estar preparado para todas as condições e eu fiz meu melhor.
Yes, it look like where I live is gusty, but I'm used to it and I'm ready for whatever comes.
Now, as we know, the last event of the freestyle here goes back to Brazil. You must be quite excited about that. Is a good result here important to you?
Então, a última etapa vai ser no Brasil. A sua pontuação aqui vai ser importante lá?
Sim, vai ser muito importante, né, lá, porque já vim em Colômbia, fiz o primeiro colocado lá e vindo aqui em NEOM também, vou tentar fazer o meu melhor para pontuar e seguir o líder do ranking.
Yeah, in Colombia he did really well. He was first and he is keeping doing well and he's looking forward to get the first.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us. Do you have one more message or any messages for the people back home in Brazil?
Fala uma mensagem pra galera que tá torcendo pra você no Brasil.
Valeu, galera do Brasil. Tamo junto aí, todo mundo tá na galera. Tá torcendo junto, obrigado.
Thank you. I'm not even going to translate. I'm sure you wish them well. Back to you in the studio. Good luck for the rest of the event, Manuel.
Thank you very much, Lewis. Yeah, galera, vamos a tope, vamos a darle duro. And talking about dándole duro, at the moment, Posito Martinez is trying to get back into the lead. He only needs a 0.31, but that young man who has been throwing down here, Finn Flugel, is your current leader. So just waiting to see. So it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, yes, it is going to be Greg's turn, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, so it is going to be Greg Wilcox's turn, as he is going to be going for his move attempt number 6. All right, so he's unhooking. All right, goes up. Not too happy about something there, so going for a ready to toe side, so that's not going to be the move he's looking for. All right, so next up is going to be Finn. And as it stands, after that last KGB from Posito Martinez, we have a new leader. But if Finn Flugel only needs a 1.04, so is he going to be able to improve? He's got a couple of low scores there. Let's see what he has for us here. Okay, going up for, oh, I got a feeling he was maybe going to be trying to go for that backside 5, just missing the pass on the first rotation. That's going to be a crash for him. Signaling about something, not quite sure what it is. But yeah, that is going to be a no-go for Finn Flugel. So we are going to have one final move, as after this round is going to be the final round. So Posito Martinez looking to increase his lead. Up he goes, backside, 3-1-7. Very nice kite position, rotation, gets it, wraps it around. Really, really good there from the Dominican. That is going to be a big score for him, and he is going to try and improve. He is definitely going to be trying to improve on his score. Another big move there for the Dominican rider, Posito Martinez. All right, so this is going to be the final trick move, final trick attempt for each one of these athletes. All right, here we have Greg Wilcox. All right, unhooking, up and over. No, not too happy with that. That is not going to be a big score, as you can imagine. So that's not exactly what he was looking for. But we continue on, because next up, Finn is going to have the opportunity. What has he got to do? He needs a 3.52 if he wants to take the lead. That's quite a bit, you know, a reasonable number. I've seen him get bigger scores than that. But is he going to be able to deal with the pressure? Is he going to be able to throw down? He's already going all the way out the back. What has the youngster got for us? Let's go back onto the water. Going. We got that single. Backside 3-1-3, that is definitely not going to be enough. And you can see he is not happy. Throwing his bricks out of the pram there. All right, so it's going to be the final move of the heat. The last trick attempt for him, Posito Martinez. Just waiting for that score, but that is definitely not going to be... Yeah, backside 3-1-3, 3.03. Is that going to be enough there for Finn? I don't think it is. And Posito, if not, is going to be able to have just a victory run of this heat. We're waiting for that to appear on your screen. So, final move, Posito Martinez. All right, so he is going to be performing left foot forward. Here he comes. Let's have a look. What you got for us, Posito? Vamos, Tigre. So it is official. He does have first position in this heat, and he's got a victory run coming at you. All right, goes up. 3-1, go. Ooh, whiplash. Going for the 3-1-7, but coming down very hard. But even so, with that move, he is going to be going through as your heat winner. So he is definitely going to be your heat winner. And coming up next, we are going to have Lucas Sear from Austria, Adeuri Cornell from the Dominican Republic, and Valentin Rodriguez. Valentin Rodriguez, a past world champion of the GKA Kite World Tour on freestyle. Adeuri Cornell, runner-up that same year in second position. And Lucas Sear, a very talented Austrian rider who is good. As I said, a little chat with him on the beach before, getting up his consistency. He always had the style, always had the move, but wasn't the most consistent athlete. But showing over there in that round number 1, he is back and he means action. Big heat coming our way. Heat number 7, round number 3, day 1 down here of the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour Cup in the NEOM Beach Games. And you can just see some of the vibes down here on the beach of this beautiful setup we have for this competition. A little bit less than a minute and a half to go for this next heat of round number 3. Let's not forget, whoever wins in round number 3 will be going directly through to round number 5. And then the second and third athlete will have to battle it out down in the dungeons. And that round number 4, that is when it starts to get interesting here for this competition, because that is where riders start to get eliminated. Riders will start to go home. We can already see there, front and center, Adeuri Cornell, Carlos Mario Bebe, multiple world champion, and pretty much the instigator on some of the double handle pass moves. A very talented athlete and a guy very looked up to in this community. There on the left, Lorenzo Calcano coming off of his heat. He's going to have to battle it out in that round number 4. All right, so starting off, it is going to be Lucas Sear from Austria is going to be the first man to throw down the hammer of this heat. All right, we're just waiting for that buzzer to go. And it is going to be starting off with the Austrian athlete out there on the Airways Kite. Lucas here, he's just waiting. You can see him on the screen. All right, there it is. Meaning we have a green flag, excuse me. Green for go as we are ready to rumble. Let's see what his opener is going to be. He has 2 very big names up against him. So let's see what Lucas Sear is going to throw in the bag to start off with this opener. First bullet about to be fired. Okay, going round with the front blind mob, keeping the kite a little bit higher as it is a bit gusty out in that area. And there you go, hitting the claimer, bata, boom. Really happy with that one. Front blind mob, Lucas Sear. Next up is going to be Adeuri Cornell, recently joining the Cabrini Kites team. And let's see how the Black Panther, as he is known, La Pantera, starts off as he's just waiting for his ticker, for his timer to go. And there we can see Valentin Rodriguez, the Colombian past world champion. All right, Adeuri Cornell dropping in. Definitely does look like that wind has dropped off. The guys are now on 11 and 12 meter kites. You can see Adeuri pushing, pumping, swiping, trying to get some more gasoline, trying to get some more energy. But that is not going to be enough. And he's going to be coming back our way. Looks like he's now going to have to, mix it up and switch it up and go left foot forward. He definitely does look underpowered compared to the rest of the athletes. All right, so he's looking right foot forward. He is looking to be able to go that way for these moves. All right, Cornell is definitely going to have to make a move if he wants to go. There he goes. Off it goes, going up and over. Front fly mode. Looked like he got a little bit of a nose grab in there, a little bit of a tap. I'm going to call it a tap, not going to call it a grab. But adding a little bit of an aspect of style compared to Luca. Let's have a look. Luca getting a 6.03. Let's see what Adeudi Cornell gets in there. He did add a grab. Kite did look a little better position, but we don't have quite the same perspective that the judges have from here from the live booth. So let's wait and see some of those numbers to come up on that last move. All right. Valentin Rodriguez. Been training down in Brazil. Oh, get in a picture. Perfect. Backside 5. And quite intelligently stopping after that 540 rotation. So he didn't have enough time to be able to continue rotating around. And then you can see that Adeudi, even though he got that tap grab in, they like the one from Luca more. And I think it had to be to the landing. Luca kind of did land completely with, you know, the kite in the sweet spot and rode out equal entry and exit speed. So he's got to be happy with that. And Valentin with a 6.5 for that backside 315. All right, Luca going down. It looks like our cameraman went down with him as well. So that is going to be a crash out there for him. So that's going to be a crash for his second move. So Adeudi Cornell is going to be going. Does it look okay? It looks like he's got a decent amount of power going right foot forward. Come on, Adeudi. No, deciding against. He does look a bit underpowered. I can't. It's got a blank kite out there, so I can't actually see what size. But going by the size of it, I reckon that looks more like an 11 or a 12 compared. Can see Valentin is out there on his 12 meters, and it's looking very similar. So Adeudi Cornell deciding still to go right foot forward as he is currently in third position of this heat. One of the heavier riders out here on tour. All right, going up. Off he goes. Backside 315. Backside 315 there from La Pantera Negra. Getting that 540 rotation around, landing it nice and smooth. He does look underpowered, though. I will say that about Adeudi. Didn't quite get as much height as we saw there from Valentin Rodriguez. And it's always good to see how the judges are marking the difference there. You can see, if I'm not mistaken, yes. So that is a 6.13 for that one from Adeudi. All right, here comes Valentin. I reckon it's either going to be a Heart Attack 7 or KGB 7. Is he going to have enough time and enough air time to be able to do that? Trying, you can see him tweaking the kite, getting a little bit extra wind out of it. Got to feel the gusts to be able to get those moves, and it does look like he's got a little bit of a gust coming towards us. But Valentin deciding against that, and it does look like most of these athletes are preferring to perform their tricks right foot forward. It does seem like the wind is a little stronger out there. So here we have him, Valentin. All right, going up, KGB 5, but just going down hard. Unfortunately missing out, having to rotate around so fast as he was not quite getting the height. So that's going to be either a very small score or a crash from him. I reckon that's going to be called a crash because he did completely submerge after that one there. So let's have a look. Let's not forget, day number 1 of the competition, most of the bigger athletes are getting around that 30.0. Yeah, that is going to be a crash there from Valentin. So next we are going to be seeing Luca as he is going to be going for his 4th trick attempt. Let's see what the Austrian athlete has for us. He is out on an 11-meter kite, swooping it, swinging it, taking it. All right, going for a very dangled out backside 313.
I'm here with Posito Martinez, the winner of that last heat, and he won quite comfortably. How was that out there for you?
I'm feeling super nice here. The spot looked nice, like super nice, and I was like quite good in my heat, you know, like relaxed, because I was with a young kid that he was like really good. At the end, I say like, no, I have to do some double because I saw him like he went to, you know, but at the end, yeah, so I'm feeling good, and the spot here in NEOM, it's super nice. You know, the wind is a little bit gusty, but you know, I do my best, and yeah, good luck toward the rider, and so I'm ready for my next heat.
That can be quite hard. Someone else, especially a young kid, who's got nothing to lose, but you handled it quite well. Now, you were on a 12-meter kite in your heat, but earlier on in the day, the riders were on their 9s, maybe it was much windier. What would you prefer your perfect wind to be in a heat, if it's possible?
Yeah, so I was with my 12-meter, you know, it was good for 10, but I always prefer to use like a bigger kite. So, and when I saw the kid, he was in 9, and I saw, yeah, he's a kid, but I don't think so that he will be like, surprise me with like 317, sorry. And I say, oh my God, so I need to do something because, you know, maybe he can win with me. So I decided to do like a blind just 7, and yeah, so I did really well. And yeah, so I have to say like congratulations for this kid. So soon, I mean like in 1 or 2 years, he wanna be like in the top because he have like a really big potential, yeah.
Talking about Finn Fogel, the young rider, very young rider that pushed you a bit there, but that's always good to have. Finally, do you have any messages for the people back home in Dominican?
Yeah, so I have to say just from the Dominican Republic, like that you need to focus also in what you want, no? Because for example, when I was kid, I was watching like Ariel Colnier, Alex Soto from Dominican Republic, and also Aaron Hadlow, and I say, wow, man, I want to be like those kind of guy in the top. So I training high, and of course you have to be good with the people, and I have to say like, so training high, just focus in what you want, and yeah, and good luck. And if you need anything from Dominican Republic, also from Cabarete and from around the world, Posito Martinez here for help you in any place you are.
Thank you, Posito. That's such a lovely message to have from you. You know, Posito, to remind you back at home, was a world champion in 2016, worked his way up, and I'd like to say you're a household name. You know, it wouldn't be the same not to see your name on a freestyle, even bigger event. You've been around a very long time and a great role model for the people back home. So thank you very much, Posito. Good luck with the rest of the competition.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you very much, Posito. He is such an ambassador for our sport, on and off the water, and then you can just see, you know, it's with statements like that, if anybody around the world needs a help, Posito is here. And I tell you what, he is one of the best all-round kiteboarders we have on tour, and he is a 24/7 smile. So great to have him here involved with us. And like he said, some of these youngsters are definitely coming up and pushing, and he was one of those, you know, looking up to guys like Alex Soto, to, you know, Luciano Gonzalez, Jose Luis Siriaco, some of the top Dominican Republican riders that we've had from the beginning. And it's really cool to see the Dominicans. They're really known for their big air style, but then they have certain aspects of the freestyle, and he is probably the definition of that combination. And once again, great to have El Tigre here with us at this event. Back to the action out there on the water. So Adeldi Corniel so far is in the lead, and I have a feeling I'm going to stick my head out of the box here. It looks like the wind is quite light. Adeldi Corniel is ready. He is already in first position, and he's going for his 4th trick attempt. But I wouldn't be surprised if they start to call this soon, because it does look like the wind is dropping off. There we have him. All right, Adeldi going up. KGB 5. Intelligent, leaving the kite slightly higher to be able to get the height, but to be able to get that landing as he stands in first position. Second position, the next athlete coming up, Valentin Rodriguez.
Up and down, a little bit more relaxed and chilled out. You can just see less spray coming off the board of the riders on the water, which is an indication the wind has slightly more left, but it's still big enough.
So Valentin Rodriguez just waiting for his timer to appear for him to be able to continue on. There we can see Matteo Dorotini. This young man, a very powerful Italian athlete. He has a similar style for Gianmaria Coccoluta. They hang out a lot, and he really does go big and pushes forward. So looking forward to seeing him coming out. There we can see Valentin Rodriguez at the moment out on a 12-meter. Out there on the 12-meter Vegas, a past world champion. Let's see what he has, as he definitely needs. He comboed out at the moment, so he needs to improve on both of his scores to be able to go out there. But all right, here we goes. All right, going for a heart attack 5, but just missing the bar on that second rotation and going down hard. It's set. Hot head pops out of the water. Tell you one thing, it is beautiful conditions out there, nice and warm, and you can see it is butter flat. As we stand so far, it is Adel Di Corniel with a 24.10 lead in this heat, as we are going to be starting off with trick attempt number 5. And as we said, you can see Jean-Maria chilling out with his buddy, as it looks like we have some more action coming out on the water. Round number 3, heat number 7. Just waiting to see what is actually going to be happening. It looks like all of the athletes are kind of chilling at the moment. I can stick my head outside the window. I can't see an AP or an abandon flag up quite yet. It is getting lighter and lighter by the moment, so we're going to be keeping an eye on that. We did know that the conditions would be dropping off 1:30 in the afternoon today. And there we can see Adel Di Corniel all the way over on the right-hand side of the competition area, as it is going to be his turn to jump. So here we have Adel Di Corniel, El Tigre, coming towards us. Let's keep our eye on the athlete. There he is. Yes, he is. There he goes. He is powering towards us, but no, deciding against it. So I'm gonna get up one more time and stick my head out to see what is happening. So Adeldi has 15 more seconds. So he decided against coming forward, left foot forward. Let's see what he has. Going up. All right, going for a heart attack 5, managing to keep the landing, but did drag his butt and his back on that one. So that is going to be deducting quite a few points from his overall score of that move. Valentin Rodriguez is going to be coming up next. So Valentin is needing a 10.37 if he wants to take the lead. He only has 2 landed moves so far. He does have the highest scoring move of the heat with a KGB 5, but he needs to get a couple more moves. Let's not forget 7 trick attempts. 4 scores are the ones that count. We're looking for the style, the power, you know, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's. So the speed, execution, quality versus quantity is what the judges are really looking for. Tweaking out the moves and making simple ones just look good. All right, Valentin over with a front blind mode. So now he's kind of gone into competition mode here, Valentin. He knows he is quite, you know, close on that second position. He is comboed out at the moment. He's going to want to improve on one of those scores and going for that nice front blind move on the way out here in NEOM. And Lucas Sear is going to be coming out next, as it does look like he is still out there on his 11-meter. Just waiting for him to continue on, as we are approaching final moments here. Only a couple moves each. I'm just looking out of the window. So a 5.87 for that last move there from Valentin. And now it is going to be Luca Cyr, which I can't actually see his kite up in the air. So I'm literally dangling out of our booth at the moment to see where he is. I can't quite see him at the moment. So it does look as that wind is dropping off. It's getting very tough on the inside here for the guys to get those kites in the sky. So yeah, the wind is definitely doing a little bit of the old flukeroo at the moment. I can even see Finn going out on an 11 meter, and he is one of the lighter riders out there. Okay, so yeah, I can see Finn is running to his teammate, which is why we cannot see Luca. So obviously trying to get that kite to him. For some reason, something has happened there. And that means we're going to continue on. So it is now going to be trick attempt number 6 for Adel Di Corniel is going to be coming up very shortly, as obviously Luca is going to be tricked out. And there we can see, got Lewis down there on the mic, giving some vibes down on the beach, getting some of the interviews, getting the ins and the outs. So what is happening out there? But there it is. Okay, Adel Di Corniel in the water. Let's go out to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Adel Di Corniel jumping in the water. There we can see him powering up. What is that athlete going to have for us? Okay, so that's why Luca couldn't make his way back to the competition area. And Adeldi not being able to get a move over there, right foot forward. So he's going to be turning around. This is going to be his trick attempt number 6. Current leader, 24.10. Going to be wanting to improve over those 5, medium 5 and high 5s that he got. He's got two decent 6s up there. Talk about get that drone nice and close to our athletes. It's like Star Wars out there. All right, so Adel Di Corniel. It looks like he's going to be going the other way, so he knows he has only about 30 seconds left as it continues. Here we have Adeldi. He's going to have to jump pretty soon if he wants to be able to get a move. Okay, going for a dangly, floaty KGB. And even though you can see on the graphics up there, it says it has finished. That is not correct, so we do apologize for that. As we are continuing on with the heat, because that was trick attempt number 6 for Adel Di Corniel. And now let's have a look and see trick attempt number 6 for Valentin Rodriguez. All right, Valentin. He is trying to anch and get every little notch of wind out of his kite. Already out there on a 12 meter. It definitely does seem like that wind is dropping so far. So here we can see, all right, he's going to be coming left foot forward. He's going to be right in front of the judges. They're going to be able to see the white in his eyes. He's got the smirk. He's got the smile. Valentin Rodriguez, no, not being able to get enough wind on that one. And I can already see out of the corner of the booth as well that the technical race crew is looking at the conditions. And I reckon we might be getting a call very shortly for a postponement or a delay on the competition, as it is looking damn light out there. All right, Valentin Rodriguez going for a heart attack 5, but crashing out. Really having to put that kite into the sky to be able to get at least some lift off of it. All right, so now it is going to be that trick attempt number 7. So the final trick attempt for Lucas Sear, 13.53. He needs a 6.80 for second position or a 10.57. So he's not going to be able to get a 10.57 because that would mean he's comboed out. It is going to have to be and try and get something over a 6.57 to be able to continue on. He is already out there on a 13 meter, so he's changed to a bigger size, which is an intelligent move. And now let's see what he has for us. Lucas Sear. Here he goes. You know what they say, you got to break a few eggs if you want to make an omelette. And I tell you what, it is hot enough down here, you wouldn't even need a frying pan. Put them on the window and it will sizzle away. Lucas Sear, the Austrian, he's going to be turning around for the final time as this is going to be his trick attempt number 7. It is looking definitely light out there. You can see swinging and wanging in a 13-meter kite around as that wind has dropped off. All right, so it looks like that is going to be a cut off. I can see outside that Adeldi has his hands up complaining about the winds. And yes, that is it. It is going to be heat abandoned. So this heat is going to be abandoned due to the wind factor out there. So please stand by as I am going to jump out of the booth and try and get some information on that one. So this heat is abandoned and we are on standby due to the conditions.
So let's go through here. We're going to walk your way through this then. Very Nero coming over there. He's raced right up there, looking over the sun right now. Talking to a jury corner. Some drama, fighting here in this heat. Still touching. And it's interesting. So, he will be abandoned. And you can see it's the first time any of these has been abandoned ever in Saudi Arabia. This is a big deal. Look at the screen there. Heat abandoned. Judges decided that they want to go to right. No, they actually decided they've not in that well, yeah. Good play, essentially. We've got enough really to see this lead through. And it looks very much to me like we're just moving around a little bit. Maybe moving out to the warm water. That means it's a bit lighter. So it's like further information for them. The action on the water has been postponed. And so anyway, you can see the line then, your first 4 tricks will count. And there'll be 3 trick attempts to complete this distance at a later date. An important message then for the riders as well. They don't have big release yet. We are on hold, and we will give you updates later. So enjoy your lunch over here, as I'm sure you will. One more time. It's the big game here on 2022. The Qatar Airways GKA World Tour. The first day of 100 so far. Second action today, strong this morning. I've got my tour today, we are officially on
Okay, so welcome back, everybody. So there it is. Unfortunately, competition is on standby at the moment. The wind has dropped out, which is kind of what it does do here in the afternoon. But we are going to continue and wait over here. We're going to bring you some beauty shots of this beautiful location. But at the moment, as we were just saying, competition is on standby. And what happens with that last heat is the four moves will count for these athletes, meaning they will start off in move number 4. And we are currently in heat number 7, round number 3. So one more time, competition is on standby. And welcome back, everybody. Josie Ashler here. Joining me in the booth, Lewis Craffen, as we've both been over here on the live stream checking out the action. Lewis, what is the vibe like down there on the beach?
Oh, it's wonderful, Joe. It's been quite good fun. I've been emceeing down the beach again and watching the action up close and personal. And it's very windy at the start of the day, and it slowly went to a bit more, I guess, more freestyle conditions with guys with bigger kites. But I mean, there were some big standouts down there today, as I'm sure you saw on the live stream. But we saw some pretty epic moves very early on, doubles going on. I mean, in these conditions, this should really be the perfect conditions to see high scores here during this event.
Yeah, no, it's really impressive to see, as you said, the wind is stronger in the morning, and as it kind of comes out throughout the day, that we were told up until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon that was pretty much going to probably be it when it comes to conditions. And as you said, you know, I think definitely the standout, and I'm going to say the standout statement is got to be from Gian-Maria Coccoluto, which his statement was, I am going to win this contest. Silence. That was that. I mean, that's a statement to throw out there.
I loved that talk I had with him down there. I thought that was a great demonstration of a mindset, someone that really believes in themselves, and I think it's going to be hard to beat with that mindset. And I mean, so we've done 6 heats really here in round 3. Of course, we had the earlier rounds which really decided who made it into this main event, and the real sort of standouts were, like you said, Gian-Maria Coccoluto, especially his interview, and Maxime Chablos. They were the only 2 that got over 30 points in their heats, but there were good performances from some of the other riders. Besito Martinez reminding everyone he's still got it. He got through nicely. Arthur Gilbert, Manuel Suarez, who else have we missed there? Juan Rodriguez also winning his heat. So maybe the people you'd expect to, but the 2 standouts were Gian-Maria Coccoluto and Maxime Chablos.
Yeah, absolutely. The kind of the scoring that seems to be that middle point, the kind of, I'm going to say it, separating the boys from the men, is that 30.00. We've seen some of those names that have the highest scores. That seems to be the one to be. If you're in past that 30.00, Gian-Maria Coccoluto, your current highest heat score and highest trick score, plus 31 points, and he got an 8.87 for that KGB7, managing to get the gust and land that off. But then Maxime Chablos, one of the things I loved about, he's getting one of those moves that we don't often see at a competition with that double half cab mode, rotating around. But let's not forget, I mean, this guy is a world champion free ride skier and one of the best kiteboarders in the world. When it comes down to sports, this boy's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's a nice thing to remind our viewers back home, wherever you are, that, you know, they're so multi-talented. They're obviously world's best athletes at kiteboarding, but some of these other riders can actually do it in different sports. And not just do it, but you're actually world champions, like Maxime is in the other sports that he partakes in. But perhaps that's why his awareness and maybe his confidence to try different moves that not many others are trying, he's got that from his aerial awareness that he's learned in other sports.
Yeah, I can guarantee. I reckon you could probably throw Maxime out of a plane and he'd land on his feet.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to test it, but probably if he had skis on his feet.
Yeah, absolutely down and out. But now I know also we can see some of the ladies starting to warm up a little bit. We're going to test out the conditions. They've obviously wanted to get out on the water. As we stand at the moment, we are in round number 3 of the competition. Not an elimination situation yet, because it isn't until you get through to round number 4 that people start to disappear from the competition.
Yeah, they're getting that second chance, and there will be some riders here actually that have had 2 chances, because the earlier rounds 1 and 2 really were just to actually remove one unfortunate rider that didn't make it into the main event. There was a lot of locals and local wild cards, so it's nice to see them in the main event. But from now on, as you said, Joe, it's one more chance. Unless you really pick up your performance, you will be heading out early.
Absolutely, you'll be packing those bags and it will be on a plane home. I mean, it is insane to see, you know, they've put these NEOM Beach Games 2022 on, and they've pretty much built this little city of sport that we have here. 6 international events. We've got everything from football to basketball to kiteboarding, and it is really cool to see, you know, these kind of things happening in this place, you know, these places in the world. First time for us here in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's very special, and I think it's taken the riders by surprise maybe. I mean, not that we're, you know, going to beautiful locations and having great setups, but this is next level, you know, just to give you an idea of what's just behind behind our live stream booth here. You know, the riders have marked out showers, storage areas with their names on, not just somewhere where they can chuck all their gear like maybe we were used to, Joe. Where it'd be at the bottom. It's got your name on it. There are people approaching you for a drink all the time with a towel back at the athletes village. This feels one step closer to the sport being in the Olympics in my eyes, and what they're doing here is pretty special. I'm glad I've come to witness it.
No, it is really cool. You can see everything is stepping up, and also the athletes as well. The sport is getting more and more professional, and it's really cool to see a lot of the youngsters coming into the sport, because 20 freestyle, it is a very niche, quite a niche part where you can see all of the guys, handle passers, and the girls really pushing the level. But let's not forget, this isn't the only discipline we have here at the GKA Kite World Tour. We also have the big air discipline, the twin tip freestyle, which is this one. We have the surf strapless freestyle and waves, and then we have the hydrofoil freestyle. So it's good to see all a mix. And what are we looking for at the moment here? The best kiteboarder on the planet.
Yeah, then you're rightly pointing out the different disciplines, because this very much feels like a changeover in time for me with the riders that you see on the board here. We do have some names that have been around a long time. We've got Bruno Kujia that's still going here and will very likely want to be getting on the podium, if not better. Pedrito Martinez. There are people that have really stood the test of time in the freestyle discipline, but like you said, perhaps because of the other opportunities and the other disciplines that are now getting full supported tours, some riders have moved into and are focusing on that. Liam Whaley, a great example, that's now really focusing on big air, to my knowledge. That's why he's not here doing the freestyle. So it's a bit of a shuffle of the pack, if you like.
Yeah, it is. And obviously, also it's kind of the next generation, and it is great to see so many of the youngsters on all of those disciplines. And as they have the national support, the international support, and like you just said with the tours, we're going to start to see those youngsters coming up and through the ranks. And let's say some of the veterans, don't get me wrong, experience is key.
Definitely, Joe. I think that's a great point to almost finish on. But freestyle has played a massive part in the sport of kiteboarding. From the early days where it was nearly all down to freestyle for lots of the early PKA days, and the sport itself has been massively influenced by it. Even big air, to some degree, has had lots of freestyle elements in it. So there is a place for this discipline, and it feels great to be here for the second event of the year, celebrating freestyle. This is totally about freestyle here, and I think the freestyle riders and the ones that are dedicated to that discipline, because it takes a lot of dedication. These riders are risking everything, lots of hard landings. I think they're really enjoying having this showcase like this.
Yeah, and what better way to get the penultimate event of the tour? We have about 20 to 25 knots in the mornings. It is butter flat out there, and already straight off the bat, we've almost seen 9-point average scores. So definitely, NEOM has a lot to say for it. But at the moment, we are currently on standby, as we're going to be coming in and out of the booth. We're going to grab a few riders, do a few interviews, and make sure that you at home can feel the vibe down here at Saudi Arabia. But until then, we will be back very shortly and just continue with some of the beauty shots here of the NEOM Beach Games.
says you need to take care of all athletes. You are released for the day. That is the day number 1 in the Qatar Airways GKA World Tour. Event here at the NEOM Beach Games. Unfortunately, wind conditions have disappeared. So that is going to be it for today for all the competitors. You are all released. And we will be announcing the official time for tomorrow on the official WhatsApp group. So thank you very much, athletes. Great work out there. Good start to the competition today. Number 1, we want to see some very big scores. And we will see you right again tomorrow for that skipping meeting. So all athletes, you are released for competition for today. Thank you.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Qatar Airways GKA Kite World Tour event here in NEOM. Unfortunately, the wind conditions have disappeared, so that is going to be it for today. We're going to be back bright and early tomorrow, Lewis.
Yes, we are. The wind is generally much better from the morning. It comes in a bit stronger. I mean, the riders were on 9 meters this morning, but they worked their way off to 12 in the end, 13, and then eventually the wind fizzled out, Joe.
Yeah, full quiver kite. You always got to be ready with all the equipment down here for these competitions. So that is it. We're going to be starting off bright and early tomorrow. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in here with us for this live stream, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.